on that issue, I'm going 50-50, and then nigga got it arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up now. Isn't okay. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give it a good shot on my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the Eastside. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rap if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5. Had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the other Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the fight down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. The album got got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing. They need aim. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
A live look at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, a good one in store here between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Here we go. Check out.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
Gun snap now to Willis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jimmy Horn Jr. there. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Hauled in by Myers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. Running down the left side. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
First down and 10 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
This option play now on second down. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
19, 18. Go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put them up 8-0. So really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First down and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
180. What's up?
Play fake, it's Mayfield. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
180!
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Into the hands of Campbell. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Mayfield makes the catch. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they'll have first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the gun, Judkins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
3rd down run from Judkins. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, a successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
Good. 180. What's up?
Caught quick right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Throwing, Baker. A little screen pass for Judkins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They put a receiver in motion here left. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. 8-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Baker throwing again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
180! What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. Short pass brought in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
What's up?
Shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield with a blitz coming. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Sentinels finish off their opening drive. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him, and it continued all the way to 6.
Kind of became clear, right? After the 2nd or 3rd catch, somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly one series to exploit it. Now, offensively,
it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Staring up into the rain, and he muffs it!
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
So when Reed, they'll give it to Sampson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
65 catch, 60, Warriors 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Bronco,
shotgun snap, they'll throw. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Okay,
back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. He's going to take this one into enemy territory with a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Come on, set! Liking 18! Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Man downfield, and Myers has it. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready? 19, back to 60, back to 60. Riggs.
Sampson from the pistol. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although we did have plenty of excitement along the way. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown he so badly wants.
No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this.
70 Timberwolves.
Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1.
Let's go now. Ready?
A play fake now. Willis to throw. He rolls to his right. It's caught. And he has it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns push this to an 8-point game. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Hawk 70. Ready?
Willis now. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Sentinels 6.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Return starts at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. Baker now from the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Right side, this is Ibuka. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here. Judkins running between the tackles. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Sentinels with it on 4th and 1. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing on first down, Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Forced out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Sentinels will take over as he records his first interception of our season. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield has it in close. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. And that is a touchdown. The Sentinels pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
And he's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for two.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Check. Top 19. 79 Broncos. Street.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Warriors 70. Come on. Panther Street. Coogan. Hey, Smash Broncos. Go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Willis to the air.
44-yard line.
On the move, headed right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. On target here to Njoku. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
Rig alert. 69, 70 Timberwolves.
From the red zone now. Headed out right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
60 by Panther 11. Hurt.
Willis looking to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
19 Lions.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Looking for an open man. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. On comes the Sentinels punter. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Find the left side with Sampson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Willis to throw it. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difficult on the defense.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Here is Schmidt to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10. Tompkins to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense to the line fast.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now Mayfield. That's incomplete on second down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with third and long. Third and long. They're going to throw. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at fourth and long. On now comes their punter. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Three. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Has room down the left sideline. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-point lead.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Sentinels 14.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Throwing, Baker. Completed over the middle. Space past the 35. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
34 yards.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Andrews has it. Working downfield. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Sentinels shrinking the lead some in the third. Mark Andrews with the touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 0 to 100 real quick.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Unlock line. Up, go, 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check out.
Hand off to Sampson. He's got room to roam. The 40. Hits the 20. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns lead by 14.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Throwing again is Baker. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Judkins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Baker now from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
If a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century.
Oh, he loses the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. And what an effort after everything seemingly went off the rails, Brock. He never gave up on the play, and he turns it into an excellent result. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot at it.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going for it again. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points.
42. Sentinels 20.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Baker. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Still has some space inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Looking quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 13 yards.
You just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's going to be their ball as we start the fourth, but this game may already be too far out of reach. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Throwing on 1st down. Willis has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns put up even more points in a win. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Schmidt tacks on that extra point. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
49. Sentinels 20.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Shotgun handoff here for Jenkins. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
13 yards on the play.
1st down looking to throw. Mayfield. Catch made. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
1st down throw here. Mayfield. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Gain of 27 more yards.
Dose of the hurry-up here.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. It's 2nd and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Set. Hey, 180! Set. Done.
No run, it's Judkins. And he gets in, touchdown! The Sentinels making the scoreboard look a touch better. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
What's up?
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. Do they get their own kick back? Yes! What a play! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther, count, go!
The play fake now, Willis to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Flush down now to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Escapes the pocket. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Pass complete to Campbell. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a 1st down after all. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Lays out, what a catch!
Let's go!
Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another San Diego 1st down.
Alert, alert!
A gain of 18 on the play.
This is Cox going right back to Andrews. Down the sideline, past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
For a San Diego 1st down.
Baker throwing again. And it's caught, touchdown! The Sentinels putting up points in a game decided.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
And he gets this one to go after a couple of misses already in this game.
Browns 56, Sentinels 35.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. That kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. They're set up at the 35 now.
Get up! 60 vices, 6. Ready,
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Gun snap now to Willis. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19.
They give to Sampson here up the middle. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready.
And he's going to take a knee. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawks.
And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns put up even more points in a win. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead.
Sentinels 35.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
If you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns tack on 7 more to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He's going to field this at the 2. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
First down and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They get second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push deep downfield. And they pick him off again! Greg Newsome has it! And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about his safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Hey, hook.
A handoff here to Sampson. These guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They're going to pass it here. buying some time right. He's running with it. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Ready?
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
18, Rattler. 18, next.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns